Hey friends, it is Amanda here with Mettle Modern Design. Okay, so if you are not a member of the Stencil of the Month Club, let me tell you what this is. So you can shop anytime over at essentialstencil.com. They've got all kinds of stencils and transfers and brushes and things. You don't have to be a member of anything to shop there. But they have their subscription box, which is the Stencil of the Month Club. They've got a premium version and a light version, the basic version, and each one of those gives you the ability to have stencils delivered to your door every single month. And so the basic set is this beauty right here. If you've never been a member, you can join and use code METTLE, M-E-T-T-L-E, which I know it looks backwards, to get the first month free in the basic club. If you would like to get the premium set, you can use the same code METTLE and get half off your first month. So this is one of the sets from the first little basic set. These are a set of 3 6x8 stencils. These are layered designs on this one. And little French saying, let me turn that around so you can read it. There we go. That's the basic set if you wanted to grab that or join for that. And then the Stencil of the Month Club is for January. Let me pull this out. Some of you may have seen this already. So we have got these various sayings: secret garden, potting sheds, bulbs, seeds, plants. I think that's really pretty. We've got an assortment of florals here. I like this one for even some coastal stalks coming out of an undersea scene. And then of course the layered sets here. And then if you're a member, you know, if you get the premium set, you can opt to have an add-on, and this is the add-on this month. It says Fairy Garden. It's got a little fairy hut, mushroom, a gnome, and a little fairy. And that is the Stencil of the Month Club set. If you want to read about it, you can hop over to stencilofthemonthclub.com, read all about it. And if you join, make sure you use a discount code like METTLE, M-E-T-T-L-E, to save yourself. So let me angle you down. I'm going to show you what we're going to be working on tonight. And like I said, this will be kind of a quick live because I'm not seeing all that great. So I've pulled out a 6x6 canvas, and I'm going to use one of the Valentine transfers. I love those birds right there. I think they're just so sweet. I'm just going to cut them out. So I'm just going to take this transfer here. We're just going to peel it off the back. And this one does fit nicely on a 6x6 canvas. I'm just going to position it up. Wherever it goes down is where it goes down there. Once it's down, you can't move it again. So we're just going to kind of push that down with my hand. Okay, so you could put something under this to firm up your canvas. You could also use a canvas board. I'm just using the burnishing tools I've got here. That should be good. I just saw it all turn translucent. One little leaf. Okay, there we go. And so we just have this sweet canvas that looks like we hand painted this. And it literally just took us minutes to burnish that on. And so all I'm going to do now is take my sander. I'm going to sand over it. Now here's what I'm going to tell you. Sometimes I get emails from our friends and they ask, can you resin over the transfers? You can. Occasionally there will be an interaction with the adhesive on the transfer and the resin. I use the same resin every single time. I use art resin. I use the same transfers every single time. And sometimes there's just an interaction for whatever reason. One of the things that helps is sanding it slightly, wiping away any of that extra adhesive. That is one thing that helps. You could put a top coat on this, wait for it to fully dry, and then add your glass and resin. You could totally do that. The thing that I typically will do is, instead of insuring the whole thing when it's so rare that it happens that there's an issue, I go ahead, I sand it, I pour the resin. If there's an issue, I pour a light second coat, and typically that will fix any adhesion issues. Most of the time, I don't have any issues at all. But look how pretty that is. Okay. Now I've got a couple of little glass colors here. We're going to see how this new blush reflective looks. This is the light blush. I just would take just the tiniest amount of glass. And this is a 1/4 inch reflective, so it'll be just a touch bigger than some of the other glasses. I just kind of want to see We just put a little here and a little here, kind of how they look. I don't hate that. I do think maybe it's just a little overpowering on this piece, but I think it would be pretty either way. I'm gonna try the clear. And this is just the clear art glass. This is a 3 to 6 millimeter glass. So it's a little bit smaller. And this will just pick up the tone underneath. So the color it's already painted is the color that you'll see. Just kind of want a little curve there. And then we can do the same on him. I want to follow that line. So I'm just adding just the tiniest bit of glass. And then the same with him down here. So all we're going to do here is I'm going to grab a cup and some gloves, a couple of sticks. And I'm going to grab one of my burst packs. Even though I recommend buying resin in larger quantities, this one's already pre-measured. So I can't mess this up since I can't see. So I'm just gonna kind of smear this away from the edge. Just kind of push that back, and then I'm gonna snip the corners. Okay, and then we're just gonna put this into the cup. This is 2 ounces of pre-mixed resin. This will probably take us ½ an ounce of resin. So I will have enough resin in this 2 ounce pack to do like another 5 by 7 piece of coastal art that you see me create all the time. So I'm just going to stir, stir, stir. We've got to stir for 3 full minutes. Hey, Google, set timer for 3 minutes.
Got it, 3 minutes. And that's starting now.
So I am going to just pull out a silicone spatula. Get these on Amazon, and some resin here. We're just going to kind of drizzle this right over our glass. We're just going to pull it to the edge. Make sure we don't have any overage. We'll just kind of smooth around with our gloved finger. These are nitrile gloves, that's important. Okay, let's heat this up and pop any bubbles. It does self-level, but you still have to spread it out. You gotta help it. And add a top coat to it, like a Mod Podge or a spray polyacrylic. Let it dry for like 24 hours and then do your glass and resin. You can do that. Or you can do like I do. You can go for it, see if there's a problem. If there's a problem, then you use a second coat of resin. There's a little spot that opened up right there. So that's usually what I do. So this is looking pretty good right now. I'm trying to lift it up and see if you can see it a little bit better. There's just a little glass there. And once it's dry, it'll just be transparent. You'll see those colors through that clear glass, and you'll be able to just have this kind of glossy, finished looking piece. Just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the support that you give to me, to Mettle Modern Design, Deep South Shelling, Essential Stencil, all of the ambassadors showing up for us week after week. We really appreciate you, and can't wait to bring you new projects throughout 2026. You guys be blessed. I will be back next Monday. We'll do something to carry out the year in preparation for the new year. But I hope that you have a blessed holiday season, that you, if you are with family, that you enjoy your family. And if you're not with family, know that my thoughts and prayers are with you as well. There have been, as a divorced woman, there have been many a holiday that I have been alone, and I try to do something for me. So if you want that steak, go grill you a steak. If you want to make a whole turkey just for you, do it. I've done it so many times. And so I hope that you guys have a fantastic holiday, and I will see you again in a week.